Hi guys, my name is John Girardi. I am a hypnotherapist and doctor. I'm going to be performing a very serious hypnotic massage. This is my sister. It's going to be not just a hypnosis massage, but there's going to be doctory skills in it, everywhere from Ayurvedic medicine to American Indian medicine in some of my explanations. And also something called Damak medicine. Okay, I have a solution of Arabic coffee and coconut oil with some water and some tea tree solution. You're going to love this. Now, this is extremely advanced hypnotic massage. There's going to be breathing techniques and releasing the muscles and tension, but this is not just for relaxation. This is a full-fledged medical treatment. Okay, this deals with addiction and mental illness. It deals with mostly any kind of problem that you could possibly imagine, everywhere from cancer to many other things. Now, the more advanced that massage gets, the more advanced it can treat and it can take care of. So that's the point of the video. Now, when you do this, I'm not saying that you're going to cure your cancer at all. The point of the video is that the more advanced you get with massage and hypno-massage, is the better the massage is always going to come out. So here we go. I'm going to start off with my sister doing some meditative breathing with her eyes closed. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be picking up her arm and massaging it while she's meditating. Okay? It's very important to understand that. It's not just breath release work. She's going to be meditating in general. So if you wanted to start breathing nice and close your eyes and start breathing in and out very deeply. Okay, so I'm going to get some solution. And all I have to do is dip my fingers in it. It already mixed. And now my hands are nice and filled with the solution. Your arm. Now keep meditating while I'm doing this. Now the first thing you want to do is you want to cover the areas with the solution on your hands. Okay, you can put it on the body too, but sometimes you squeeze it on your hands. So what we're going to do is that even though this is hypnosis, it doesn't have to put her in trance.
Sorry, okay? I don't know that.
It doesn't have to put her in trance. What we're going to do is put your hand. Okay, so we're going to start off by, here comes the explanation, okay? When I press down on the acupressure point, at the wrist, keep meditating this. When you press down, I'm going to start a trail. It's called an influence reaction with it pressed. It does not send chi. They say chi up your arm. You want to press it and have that reset action of the body. Now when I press in the acupressure point, it's configured to reset the body because you're pressing a point. That is a main point of the body. So you're going to massage up the arm. Okay? Until you hit the Ayurvedic point. That is right below the joint between the two muscles in the forearm. And you press on that. So it's actually a trail, okay, and an influence up to the next point in a certain order, okay? So then what we want to do is shake it a little bit, massage it, and I'll give you a little pointer. You know how they try to clean out your muscles? What you want to do is shake the lactic acid out of the muscle, not clean it out like this, because when you clean it out, it sometimes goes back in. So because it slides along it and pushes it back in. So just shake the arm a little bit. You want to give it another massage like this, okay? So you start to meditate. Okay, now if you want to press right here, right below the hand, in between the joints, there's an acupressure point. It looks like a little hole. Now, after you press this one, okay, you know those 2 points were done. They sent a reaction through the body. Okay, that's the mark, by the way. Okay. So now what we're going to do is twist the arm, forearm, push the acupressure point again, and that sets up the next influence going up the arm. Okay? So what we do is we take the side of our hand and go here like that, all the way up to a point we can press for the next order. When you understand that I personally have a result that in my thoughts that says that something is already completed, like taking Michelle's meditation that she's going through and advancing it, okay? Because that's what I'm doing. I'm doing it with my hands, though, and this whole procedure. That's the result that I want. But done in a certain order is also part of the already completed result set. That already completed result set finds me that order from here to here to here. It can be as many points as you wish, okay? But it has to be done in that completed way. Now, it's a facet order. The order is the facet. So the already completed result set gets you there to the already completed result set by the order pressing and massaging facet. Okay, that will affect her meditation better, and she'll be able to do it on her own better. She can even massage her whole body with self-massage. So let's go from here, then we twist it the other way.
I can't get your exact location. What's your current location's address?
We twist it the other way, and now we have...
I can't get your exact location. What's your current location's address?
We have a point to press there. Now breathe, mesh very, very deeply, and release. And then you press. And set down a little bit of hypno reaction in a rapid induction. As they come down, but we have a little secret. Okay, just keep meditating. How do you feel? Good? Okay, so I'm going to push down on her arm. Okay, and when I push down on it, I want you to push up on my arm now. Push as hard as you can. Up. See how her arm went automatically up without the use of hand-eye coordination or nerves, which is the muscle memory is the nerve endings that push. If you were to think to yourself, it would bring your arm up, but it was all on nerves. So what I'm going to do now, keep meditating now, is that I'm going to massage the nerves because I'm using it in the order from here to here to here, then to the push way. After I put it into rapid, a little bit of an induction. Okay? So she pushed up. The nervous system just had a reaction because of that. Okay? Not to say it's completely debunked to be bogus, but it sent a message never known to her head, literally. That's called Demok. Okay? So it's a hidden knowledge, a body of knowledge in the body that people do not know about yet, that they have to discover. Okay? So now I press on the acupressure point. And what you do is it hurts good, but not too much pain and not too less of pain. Right in the middle is going to talk to her nerves now. Okay, it's going to send messages after I debunk the nerves. Then we massage up the whole nerve of the arm. Okay, but we start with, we're not going to be too rough. It's going to be nice and gentle like this in a relaxed way. Up and down, up and down, Okay, and then push up, miss. Okay, down. Breathe. Out. Okay, relax. So that's the next order that you want to understand. Okay? But this was all set up for her meditation. Okay? Now, to close this part of the video, because I'm not going to be working on her body anymore, okay, is that this is like a Chinese hypnotic massage, or an Oriental. Okay? Now, what I would also do is, while she's meditating, I'm speaking kind of loudly right now because I'm trying to make the video, but I would slow down my speech during this whole process. Okay? I'm speaking loud so you guys know. Listen, Michelle, we're just going to take nice and easy hypnotic strokes on your arm, and you start to slow down your speech. Okay? Think how relaxed you possibly could be with meditation and breathing. And you want to breathe towards that and try to witness towards you. And now how she pushed up, you can do it with her arm and then let it go and it'll come up. Okay? You don't have to have the patient do it with the client. Just relax and try to use your imagination as much as you can about how relaxed you could be. And say imagination also, and visual skills say, and visualization say, okay? Because you're supposed to put them through a meditative transformation. And it's really important because having these tools that I said, it's a better transformation because there's more of a reaction to the meditation than just sitting there with regular acupressure that may not even work depending on who's doing it to you. Okay, they don't talk to you when they give you acupressure, and then they're also worried about chi going through the body, which sometimes doesn't work. Okay, so you actually have to find, not create, not invent, find the whole entire chi reaction up the arm with your hand. But I'm not going by chi, I'm just saying. We're going by an influence on the body that we find up. Okay? Now, let's just massage a little bit. So, Michelle, you can stop now. You feel good? Yes. Okay. So, when you talk to them in the sessions, at your house, really, okay, when you're doing this to your husband or your wife or your kids, you want to be as knowledgeable of anything as possible. If you ask a certain question, it will help, okay? If you know a certain understanding, it will help. All right, so you want to add many things, like I was saying, with visualization or self-hypnosis. If they want to self-hypnotize themselves while you're doing this. Okay, now the point I'm trying to get at is that there is cancer protocol with acupressure. There is reproductive organs, acupressure, and Ayurveda medicine. Ayurveda is the point that I was talking about right before the bend here, in between these two muscles, right there. Okay? That there is protocol in all of it for three-quarters of the problems out there with diet and then also natural medicine. Then if they have certain things to eat, okay, and then you want to rehydrate them with water. And the water can't be too cold and it can't be too hot. It has to be right in the middle. Okay? Now, if you imagine that there is a certain type of snake in the world today, and I mean this, okay? And it did a certain type of snake slither that does achievements. This is an achievement massage, okay? They do snake massage in the ancient world, and even today. It's called the serpent masseuse, okay? And they have large snakes slither all over the body, okay? It's actually extremely cool, okay? But if you understood, okay, that there could be a certain type of snake, say it was made in a lab, like a scientific lab, and it did certain types of slithers that did certain types of achievements by the slither type and sequence. You could do that up and on, okay? Now, you're near a snake, you just use your hand, okay? And then also, when you go along the arm, okay, or the body, each minute section has a reaction for you to find right in there with that snake. Okay? With that snake. Now this can be a snake very easy to do, but you have to hit it on the money. It doesn't have to have a slither. It could be a straight, almost straight line. Just a little configure of not really a straight line, but a certain kind of way. And when you hit it on the money, the meditation will get amazing. Okay? Think about things like this. Add as much knowledge as you can. Okay? Now, the thing is that if in a lot of other countries, if you see yourself cured, it will help. Okay? You have to do it in a certain manner. And this massage will help that manner. Oh, excuse me. If you see yourself cured where it's completely done, okay, but it has that effect to it, like that certain type of snake I was saying, then you're cured. It's called mind cures the body. There's been many, many studies that if you think you're so sick, then you will be sick. And it will affect the way you are towards yourself. Okay, now one of the main points in this whole video was that I was talking the whole time. My sister Michelle heard me. That's outside the body influence. So is the massage, but it helps the inside of the body. So I affected her insides by her outsides, and then for her to understand to affect her outsides, okay? If you asked her a question, does this feel off? Does this feel not off? Are you more relaxed when I do this? And that's why that whole process gets done. So really, that whole process, and this is the last part of the video, is shape does the deed, okay? It's called achievement geometry of a pendulum. You wouldn't have to do the massage if you can come up with a pendulum while she's meditating all over her body. It will affect her because it's shaped in that manner. Okay? That's the importance of hypnosis and how I just taught you. So if you don't want to use the pendulum because you don't know how to make it, do it along the arm. The arm is a shape. That's bead geometry. The arm is art. The arm is mathematics. The body is, the whole body. And religion, okay, and spirit without godly or Holy Spirit concerns. Now, if you would come up with a religious word during the meditation that helped me or as an example, created a pill that cured anything. You could transfer the pill into your hands. Okay? You can. It's just a word. I don't care any word. It's how the word is or what the word is. And then boom. You do it. You can squeeze. Use the order to fulfill the result. Okay? Like I said before. Then you shake the arm to aid it. Shake it this way. Shake it under this way. Turn the forearm. Okay? So it's really not that hard. So you feel a little bit better. So, that's the end of the video. Now, if you want me to make another one, I will. If I need to fill in the blanks here, if you don't understand, I'll do that, of course. So, I hope that you got a lot out of the video. I hope you like the music. Sorry about my telephone. And remember that while you do your hypnotic massage, add breathing, add meditation, add something, self-hypnosis. Your patient has to help you. It's the same thing as a doctor. You ask your patient a question, they give you the feedback, and then you find out what's wrong. So it's the same thing. Okay? So that's the end of the video. This is not a video that's definitely going to cure you like I'm your doctor. No, that's not what this is all about. This is to teach you that the things you add to massage will advance massage. And that's it. Okay? You can't say that, of course I'm not liable for any of that stuff. But this is a very informative video. Alright, and I hope you get a lot out of it. And again, my name is John Girardi. I am a hypnotherapist and NLP master. And that comes into play too, because the way you talk to a person is very, very important. Okay? And, I've been studying hypnotism and Demok ever since I was like 14 years old. Okay? And, I'm very good at it, by the way, and I know how to fight with it also. I'm also a martial artist. And when you know the martial arts, that anything about the martial arts, the ancient times, the military of today, and any other kind of fighting manner you want to think about, it's all medical. Okay, no matter broken leg, Ayurveda point, poke in the eye, it's all medical. So if you didn't really realize that, you'll get better at martial arts if you then notice. Alright guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye.